team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Wallace. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wallace. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, a tester. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Caught near the sticks, it's Haynes. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hester. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On the run, it's Haynes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, trying to get him going there.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Quarterback keeper. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rebels looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for a great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Power football with the run. Showing off the mark. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grab near the marker, it's right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Lee. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wallace. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wallace. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
One more snap coming before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. 35-7. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Watkins. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Back to pass. He lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back to the left side. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback keeps it. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Wallace.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels have this offense rolling. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield. It's right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And the Rebels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll take it himself. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
At the 45 on his way. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
That's caught. It's Lee. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Alexander. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grab near the sticks. It's Stribling. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The give on the inside. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.